Good morning, officers. Today we are going to discuss about income tax module in PFMS. As we are aware, we have two tax regimes in the current financial year. One is a old tax regime, which is just similar to the previous financial year. Another one is new tax regime, which is effective from the current financial year. So in this class, we are going to learn how to compare both tax regimes based on our savings, and how to decide which regime is more beneficial to us, and how to inform the same to DDO through PFMS. And another thing we are going to learn in this class is submission of savings details to DDO through PFMS. In conventional way, we normally submit our savings details to DDO or accounts branch in the month of September or October, even in December in some of the offices. Then DDO or accounts branch verify your saving details and deduct income tax from the salary of remaining months. But this process involves a lot of calculation to be done both at employer level while submitting saving details and at DDO level while verifying the saving details. But if you resort to online submission of saving details, then your job is going to be very easy. Even from DDO point of view, the verification of saving details which are submitted online is going to be very simple. So in today's class, we are going to learn how to submit saving details through PFMS, that is online, and as a DDO, how to verify these details. So to allow all employees coming under purview of DDO to submit saving details through PFMS, first of all, DDO needs to enable this feature in Maker. There is an option in DDO Maker level. So by logging to that site, logging to DDO Maker, we need to enable this feature. First, we are going to learn how to enable this feature. So first, we are going to learn how to enable the feature of submission of savings details by employees. So I'm trying to log into Maker ID, DDO Maker. So here we need to first access this one, Employee Information System, EIS. I think most of you might be aware what is meant by EIS. Of course, there is a separate lecture on this. Now let us focus only on income tax part. So click this income tax. Of course, here already you can see one notice is popping up, how to set the tax regime for employee. It can done either directly at employee level, just by logging to each and every individual employee need to log in and need to compare and forward the same to DDO by using the option forward regime. Or the same can be done at DDO Maker also. First, before that, let us make one setting here, that is click the option others, go to employee forward schedule, and financial year will be defaultly selected 2021, and from which date they are allowed to submit. We need to write, let's say I'm just putting today date, and up to which date they could able to forward saving details to DDO through PFMS. So here I'm keeping, you can, it's up to you, I'm just keeping December 31st. Allow multiple forward, it is up to you. If you want to allow, you can allow. Yeah, if you are allowing, and allow count how many, you can say, you can say up to 5, and it is up to you. Do you want monthly IT deduction on saving report? If you want yes, you can click yes, or no, it's just leave it as it is, then save. Now it is saved. That means DDO has allowed all employees to submit saving details through PFMS. Now I am going to show you how as an employee need to log in into PFMS and how you need to forward saving details. Now I'm logging out from Maker. So I'm trying to log in into my PFMS account. In fact, most of you might not aware, each and everyone can able to log in into can able to access their PFMS account. The username is defaultly your PAN number and password is going to be your date of birth. And if your date of birth is not working, then there is an option called forget password. You can go there and you can enter your PAN number. Then you can enter this word verification. Then you can able to set your password. Okay, this is very simple. Now this is my PAN number, username, and password is already saved here. I am logged in here. Once you logged in, you don't see a lot of options. You can only see home and employee information system. You can click here and click go to EIS. And of course, before go to income tax, I would like to briefly cover about other options which are available in this. Personal profile, you can even see all your details here. In fact, including your bank details. If you have taken any, of course, leave details are not enabled in PFMS now, so we don't see anything here. Loan, if you have taken any loan, this is going to appear here. If you are taking in accommodation, of course, this is also under development, and you are going to get all these details. Now another thing is pay related. You can even see the pay slip from the last 3 financial years. You can take any month and you can simply click view, so you can see your pay slip. And here there is one more option, view other payments. That means other than salary, if you have received any other payment, that also you could able to see. You can select any financial year. Of course, here it is showing only 2 months. That means I have received other than salary. Other than salary means like the taxable income, like bonus. Of course, I am not eligible for bonus, like leave encashment, tuition fee reimbursement and all. So I have received some payments in these 2 months. That's why only 2 months are appearing here. So I will select May. I will see. Let me see what. Say I have received honorarium. This is taxable income. So that is why it has been processed through EIS. As you are aware, all the taxable incomes should be processed through EIS. And let me see June. Of course, you can see here I have received tuition fee reimbursement. And there is, of course, you can download applications, but this is also not working now. And for GPF employees, nowadays you don't have to submit your withdrawal or advance applications in offline. You can directly submit through online. You can simply, let's say if it is advance, and go to new, and we have to select the reason and sub reason and amount and installments and all. You can submit and you can send the request. I think most of you might know, as per the latest GPF norms, your self declaration is more than sufficient for taking either GPF advance or withdrawal. Now let us come to income tax. Here we can see 2 options. One is consolidated statement, another one is employee savings. So let's see what is this consolidated statement is. Click this one here. You can see this is my salary statement for the entire financial year. Up to September, my salary has been already credited. That's why it is showing in green. And these are all basically estimated thing. You can even see here from January, I am eligible for, from January I am eligible for increment. That's why even you can see my revised pay is also appearing here. So the total amount you can see, this is my gross salary for the entire financial year. And if you want, you can take this printout. And of course here you can see savings as per DDO. Of course this is not coming now, some error is there. Draft IT sheet as per DDO. So far you have not submitted any saving details. So at this stage, even if you click this option, yeah, it is downloaded. Yeah, here I have entered few details. I mean, you can see it is taking only, you can see here, this is my gross income, and standard deducts is normal. Whether you enter or not, it will take automatically. And you can see this CGGS. This also will take automatically. You don't have to enter this one. And this is NPS contribution. This also will take automatically. And this is PM Cares Fund. That's it. You can see there is no my LPS contribution, I mean, not LP, LIC contribution, PPF saving details, all those things are not appearing here. That means I have not entered any saving detail yet. These are just default values. Even if you don't submit any saving details for all employees, system will defaultly take this thing. Now let's come back to this one. Let's close this one. Now let's go to employee savings. Yeah, you can see the moment you open this one, you are going to see this web page. There are three things here: regime comparison, forward regime, and employee saving. That means we need to compare. You can even see here, based on our system default savings, it has calculated as per my old regime my tax is this much, and as per new this much, and it has even say tax liability, how much, which one is more suitable to me. It is even indicating here. This is, I mean, it is showing tick mark here. That means for me old regime is more suitable. Not only for me, in fact for most of the employees, old regime is going to be more beneficial. Yeah, here we can see forward regime. Now you can see currently your tax calculation is being done with old regime. You can change it to new regime by clicking below option. That means defaultly, if you don't submit any option, then the old regime is going to be selected. So what I am going to do is I will try to enter my savings details so that I am going to get the exact comparison. Here the comparison which is given is here the comparison given is only based on, you can see here, except standard deduction, and there are no ATC details. Complete ATC details are not available here. Why? Because I have not entered saving details yet in the PFMS. First let me enter all saving details, then let try to compare which is going to be most beneficial, and if old is going to be beneficial, then I am going to forward the same to DDO. So before that, let us try to enter our saving details. You can see here, this is the salary. First I will go to section 10. You can see here house rent paid. If you are not staying in the quarters, you need to feed your house rent details, and you don't have to worry about how much you are going to get. You just have to mention how much rent you are paying. That's it. Rest of the calculation will be done by the system automatically. So here, of course, I have already done. I have already in the last financial year I have already entered the details. So those details are again appearing here. So I will simply go to, if I want to add new property, I can add new property here. It is going to ask place, city, and address, and we need to submit the documented proof. If the annual income is more than, annual rent paid is more than 1 lakh, then we need either rent agreement or rent receipt. I think most of you might aware of this one. Now anyway, I am not going to feed these details. Already details are available for me, so I'm directly going to the rent details. We need, of course, we need to enter landlord PAN number also. I'm entering rent details here. So this is one we are going to see once we log in, once we enter this one. You can see here monthly rent I have not paid anything. There are two options. If the rent is same, you can enter here and check this option. For the entire financial year, the same rent is going to be entered here. If not, if the rent is different, let's say from March to October you have paid some amount of rent, then afterwards your rent has been increased, that you can change here. Or there is a chance that you might have stayed in one place for the first 6 months, then for the next 6 months you have stayed in another place. So all these things are available. So suppose, let's say you have stayed 6 months, let's say March to August, in one particular location. So feed details here, and remaining months just leave as it is, then save. Then add new property, then enter only from September, and then save. That means your entire financial year details will be saved. Now let me enter for myself. Let's say I am entering here. If it is same, you can do the same thing here. Copy for all months. You can see it is saved. If not, you can enter as per your wish. Okay. Now you can see You can see the calculation here. It is already considered only basic and DA and H. I mean, this is HR allowance actually you have received, and this is the criteria. And it is showing what is how much amount you are eligible, and this is the total amount is actually supposed to appear here, but it is not appearing now. Okay, let us again go back. Now you can see here total exempted amount 71,594 for me. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to save. And one more thing, sometimes generally system will try to include all this amount that you have received in the financial year. Suppose if you have received any arrears, and sometimes system may not capture those details, that you have to enter here manually. Like if you have received any arrears in the month of March, I mean, like if you have received arrears, salary arrears of the previous financial year in the current financial year, then we need to enter basic, and you can even enter DA, and you can even enter HR arrears also. Then system will do the rest of the calculation. Then I'm coming out of this one. You can see here amount already has been, this is the amount which is exempted in my current financial year. You can select whether it is metro. It is already selected while entering. Now you can see here children education allowance per month 100 rupees is exempted. So in a financial year 1200 rupees is exempted for having up to, you can see here up to maximum of 2 children it is allowed. That means if you have 2 children, so you are going to, I mean, an amount of 1200 to 2400 is going to be exempted. So here the moment you are going to click here, then it's of course my details are already saved here. So here go to details, and you need to write this school name here. I mean, if the children is studying in hostel, then you have to click this one. If you click this one, then hostel allowance is going to be this much. This much is going to be exempted from your taxable income. So I'm just clicking save here. So this is done already. So you don't have to worry about all these sections. Now let us discuss about section 16. Under section 16 we have standard deduction and professional tax. This will be taken automatically by the system. Even professional tax also will be taken automatically by the system. You don't have to feed. If not, you can enter here. Then let us go to the third one, income from house property. Of course, if you have taken any HPA loan, then we need to click here. Then it is going to ask property and all. So we need to add all the properties and details. And of course, if you got any income from lent out property, then we need to add all those details. In fact, here you don't have to worry about calculations. You just have to enter the details, and once you enter here, then it is going to ask you how much rent you have received, then how much taxes you have paid. All those things I cannot show you at this point of time, because for that I have to show something here. Then it is going to do all the calculations. That means it is going to deduct 30% of annual rent you have received towards maintenance charges, and it is going to consider only 70% of total annual rent received as your income. So this you can explore. It's very simple. Then let us go to other income. If you have received any other income, then you have to write, like if you have received interest and saving ban, Then you have to enter here the interest and fixed deposit, all those things you have to enter here. Then we will go to 80 section 80C. So here we need to enter, let's say you have some GPF, it is not clearly mentioned, it like all the PPF fund will come here. Let's say I have a PPF of I'm really sorry, I cannot enter GPF, sorry. CGS, it is actually automatically taken. The one feature that I would like to highlight here is employee tier 1 contribution. You can see the total amount is 1,0812. This is the amount which is deducted from my salary. Then it is asking how much amount you would like to show under ATC. You know that under ATC you can claim maximum of 1,50,000. So आपके पास अभी 1 लाख है करीबन. तो out of 1 lakh, how much you would like to show under ATC? Let's say I would like to show, let's say 70,000 here. Let's say I'm just clicking save and process here. Let's see what will happen. Okay, you can see, okay, it is taking, it is refreshing now. Let us go back to again this one. You see here I have written 70,000 and it is taking 30,812 to be exempted under ATCCD 1B. So we are going to discuss what is meant by ATCCD 1D. Let us go to chapter 6. You can see here 70,000 it is taking. Actually, you know very well that under ATCCD 1B you can even claim 50,000 more under additional investment under NPS, new pension scheme. That means my total amount is 1 lakh. Okay, so what I will do here, out of this 1 lakh I claim 50,000 under ATCCD 1B. So the remaining amount is around 50,812 is going to be part of this 1,50,000, and this 50,000 is going to be part of the additional 50,000. So that means I can claim here 1,50,000 and additional 50,000. Total I can claim around 2 lakhs. So this is one of the advantage of NPS scheme, and there are a lot of debates about this one. Now you can see your system itself is allowing, and I don't have to say the entire income tax model. In fact, the entire PFMS is being operated by Controller General of Accounts, Minister of Finance. So all these formulas and all the regulations are developed and being implemented by CGA. That means this is admissible. That means out of part of amount we can claim under additional investment of NPS. So of course you can see here my ATC is still 92,000. Let's say I have some other investment. I am just showing here for example. I have another investment like 1 lakh. I need to save this one. Now you can see my total ATC is around, of course it is showing only 1,50,000. In fact it might be more than 1,50,000. Here itself I have 50,812 and this is 1440 under ATC, and here I have 1 lakh. So it is more than something. 1 lakh कितना आएगा, 1.5 lakh ऊपर जाएगा, but it is fixing only 1,50,000. And of course if you have other savings, of course it is not saved. I will enter again. Save and process. Okay, so out of 1 lakh only 50,000 is 50,812 is. Now let me go back to this one regime. Let us make compare again. You can see here it is actually making some. You can see now there are so many additional data which is fed here. Now it is as per old I need to pay around 1,19,000. As per new I need to pay around 2 lakh. There is almost a difference of 1 lakh. So what I need to do? I need to forward. You can see it is already taken as old, so I will simply forward. Yes, it has been forwarded. Sorry, I should not check this one. I should leave as it is. If I click this one, then it is converted into new regime. So I should forward as it is. Okay. There are another advantages. Like you can even file the returns. I mean, like most of you might file income tax returns with the help of private agency, but with the launch of income tax module from the last year, you don't have to do anything. Like you can directly file 24Q from here itself. So that I am going to explain. Now let us see how to file, how to generate 24Q. Okay, for that we need to get into Maker. Go to income tax and form 24. Here you can generate 24Q. You can select the quarter. You can see it's already generated, and you can see the annex here. This is useful only for billing section. So you can see all the taxes which are deducted in the quarter 2. Then DDO details are saved. Then acknowledgement details. Here we need to feed the details for the first quarter. What are the acknowledgement? So here I don't have details now, so I cannot show you on live. So we need to fill the details of token number and acknowledgement number for the previously filed quarter. Let's say quarter number 1. Then bin details we need to enter for the second quarter. Okay, if you enter, then only it will appear. So here April, May, June, we need to enter details, bin details we need to enter that we get from your income tax website with the help of your TAN number. So those details are not available to me, so I could not show you on live. So what I'm trying to say, with the help of this one we can even file income tax return directly. It won't take much time, only 5 minutes. So here I could not able to explain in detail due to the reason that I don't have much data to feed the details here. Then we need to go for create file. Then the file is we need to process, and we can create the file. Then the same need to be uploaded in the income tax website. So this is going to make your job very simple. That's all about this income tax. And if you get any doubt, you can ask me. And thank you for patient listening.